I was 27 when I found myself at my first family reunion. Because I grew up in foster care, it was so surreal to be sharing stories with people who looked like me. They were kind, accepting, and curious about who I was. In foster care, no one's obligated to be in your life. So I felt this sense of belonging at this reunion. And in a split second, I felt my chest cave in when I realized that I had four aunts who were foster adoptive parents for other kids for longer than I had been alive. All I can do in that moment was reach into my pocket, GPS to my last foster home, 58 miles away. This is when I realized that I could have actually been raised by people who could have loved me. But instead, I aged out of the foster care system, believing that I did not have family. When a child has to be placed in foster care, but they get to live with an extended relative, this is called kinship care. And let me be clear, we will always need foster parents, but I believe that kinship care can literally ensure that every child in foster care is being raised in a family. Now, to do this, we are going to need to transition from traditional foster care to believing in actually a kinship care system. And I believe that kinship care can be the norm. In fact, 67 counties in about 11 states are accounting for 40% of the entries into foster care every single year. Children who are traditionally in foster care are experiencing PTSD at twice the rate of Iraq war veterans. Studies show that when a child is raised in kinship care, that they have better outcomes around education, employment, and mental health. So the data is clear. This is something that we got to do, right? So I started a nonprofit called Think of Us to transform the child welfare system by centering people with lived experience, not just designing those solutions, but implementing them. Just last month, we were able to contribute to a historic ruling that enables states to actually create a modern kinship care department. Departments that focus on finding family, supporting them financially, and providing all the resources that we traditionally give foster parents. Now, most importantly, this help comes without the traditional intrusive and long process. The White House projects that this is going to unlock $3 billion for kinship care over the next 10 years. Now, I ain't gonna lie, to be honest, this ain't gonna mean anything unless we get implementation right, which is why Think of Us, in coalition with other organizations, are wrapping around the first 5 states that are looking to implement this approach. Now, out of this, we will finalize the national standards that are required by this ruling to make sure that states have a streamlined process and that they can actually unlock those funds. We believe that the result of this can be that 80% of children in foster care can actually live with family. I want you to imagine this. What if something happened to you? Where would you want your child to live? With someone that they know, someone that they trust, someone who loves them, an extended family member? Their story does not have to be my story. So I ask that you join Think of Us in making kinship care the norm and ensuring that every single foster child can be raised in family. Thank you.